Rhymes Arcade, Rhymes Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rhymes Arcade.
All right. It's late night. Kind of appropriate. It's late night over here as well on or in Los Santos, I should say. Um, Welcome back to the show. We're going to try to keep it down just a little bit as we break into this third part here. I don't even know if my microphone is going to be picking this up really. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. Um, Everybody's asleep here, so I don't want to be too loud. And it is getting it is getting kind of late. But I wanted to jump back in. We did a couple episodes here, and a lot of times, um, I let time get away from me, and I bought a coworker a book. I got him a book and myself a book, and Slaughterhouse Five looks pretty interesting. It's like a real world account of I think World War II. But at any rate, I wrote in there, to make time for yourself and to make time to be intentional. And I thought those were really cool words. And as I was getting ready for bed, I was like, let me do the same. Let me make some time for myself and let me make some time to be intentional. And I wanted to get in here, and I had actually intent to jump back in this morning um, and kind of and finish up my video. If you haven't tuned in, this is like the third part of this segment here, as we're trying to catch up in March, catch you up with spring, as we're coming into this just a couple of days now of our spring weather, our springtime, putting winter behind us, and talked a little bit about Friday the 13th. We just had another one of those. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of me hearing me talk about that. Um, just wanted to talk about like some work and how things were going, and that's going really well. But I did mention like there's some, I don't know. I mean, there's been some really bad news. Like there's just been a lot of passings going on lately. I feel like it kind of started a while back. Uh, some of my younger like cousins lost their parents, their mother just recently, and their dad a couple of years ago, and they're just like way too young to be without both parents. And then um, just recently, my one of my best friends lost his mom, and he's actually in town right now for her funeral. And I felt really bad. I wanted to get over there this weekend and try to spend some time with him. I know they had like a wake, and it sounds so pathetic, but like I really just I can't always get away from work. I kind of talked about how um, you know I put a lot of time into work, and I spend a lot of time there, and I put a lot of hours in. But I think that's why I don't mind doing it. Like the feedback, the reciprocation, the attention I get, whether it's like just talking with my coworkers on a daily basis and all of that. Um, I feel the need to be more there for them. And this is going to sound crazy, but this guy's like one of my best friends. Went to high school with him and everything. And oh, excuse me, no, he didn't lose. He just lost his dad. I think I'm getting confused with Buffy. There's been a lot going on. Buffy's mom passed away on the show. Chuck Norris, and the dude from Buffy. My best friend's father just passed. Um, and then, like I said, my relative's mom. It's just been crazy. It's been a lot going on. But actually, I actually felt worse over I think Buffy's mom passing than I did my friend's dad, which is really sad. But I didn't really, you know, know him all that well. I felt like I spent day after day, week after week with Joyce and Buffy Summers. Um, but I feel like that hit harder. It was more unexpected. than this really. And I wanted to be there, but unfortunately, like I couldn't get away from work, and not even like that I couldn't take off. I probably could have, but they actually just wound up really, really needing me. What's interesting is I was kind of like the manager on duty that morning, and then our um, supervisor was leaving early because she had a funeral to go to. And so the game plan was then once our manager or like building supervisor showed up for the afternoon, then I could take off. And that wound up falling apart because then we had a call out in I think like two or three departments actually, like I think at least two departments, and the building manager called out, and it was chaos. It was pretty crazy. It was actually I wound up coming in pretty much opening, um, staying till I don't know about 2 o'clock or so, taking a break and then coming back and help closing down. So I didn't get home till like well after 6 o'clock in the evening, and then it was just pretty much like just make some dinner and all of that. But I don't know, man, it sucks. It's crazy. Like I said, just like left and right, just like this person passes, that person passing, and a lot of it's like people's parents and stuff, and it really puts things into perspective and makes you appreciate. Which yeah, like my mom, she drives me crazy, but God forbid anything ever happened to her. And it's interesting, talk about what's going on at work. Um, and I don't really have a lot of regrets, but I would say one thing I do wish is that, as well, I guess as glad as I am, my dad isn't suffering and going through what he's going through anymore or was going through anymore. I do kind of wish he was still around. There's like part of me that wishes like he was well and still around, so that he could kind of see um, some of the things that I'm up to right now, and some of the things that I'm doing. Uh, but at the same time, I don't know that it would have quite worked out that way. I think part of the reason why it's I happened to be here and helping when he passed, and then when he passed, I wound up staying, and that all kind of fell into place shortly thereafter. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I wish he could see this, but then again, maybe part of that journey is his passing, which is pretty heavy when you think about it. But I do wish you could see what I'm up to, like tomorrow, even my day off, and I'm going to be heading in. Try to help this lady out. I don't know. I think she might be homeless, like maybe living in her car type of situation. And I don't know. We'll see if we can't do something to try to help her out. Um, Give her a place to get back on her feet, and you know, help her thrive. It's one of the things like we promote is not just giving place for people to come in and you know work out or take a class or you know even get a job or mentor or whatever that looks like. It's really a place where it's just about thriving and being better than who you were when you came in the door. We want you to be a better person when you walk out. Um, wow, that's actually really cool. I don't know that it's ever been put in that simple words before. Um, but yeah, even tomorrow, like I get to get up and on my day off, try to help this lady. Which I don't know. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and talk a little bit about that and kind of get you up to date. But that's one of those things. Like I said, it's like I I kind of felt like I needed to be there. They needed me. There's nobody else to do it. Um, and if I don't, nobody else is, kind of a scenario. And I kind of feel like it's always been like that, but I don't know. It sucks. So you want to be there for your friends, and same thing happened with my um, uh, family member's mother passed. Like I worked till that afternoon. Literally came home, ate, and then was like out at the grocery store. Um, you know, don't really have a lot of time just to you know to do many of these things, and I guess I don't really make the time to do those things. Maybe that goes back to what I was just saying before. Make time for yourself and make time to be intentional. Um, Maybe part of that's like being intentional to be there for other people. Uh, but like I said, it was just it's always bad timing. I feel like the same thing happened when he was getting married too, which I don't feel so bad because that didn't work out. But I can't remember. Something happened where I feel like the vacation I put in, somebody else put in for the same week, and I couldn't take off because we both couldn't be off, and they needed me there. That probably I could have probably skated away with. I think I was just young and afraid not to be there. Um, like I said yesterday, I don't know. It felt like more important. I had like no managers there. Poor lady who's like got it closed. I don't really feel like she knows what she's doing in regards of like having to close by herself and checking all the doors and making everything sure everything's good to go. But yeah, it's just it's sad, man. So like I said, it's just I don't know. It's crazy. Um, just in general, that he's got to go through that. Um, Definitely going to reach out tomorrow once I get done with work and just see if he's around and see if he's, what he's up to and if he wants to get together or something. Um, but it's just a lot of passing going on here recently. Um, so yeah, I don't know, man. Just make sure you, like I said, take care of yourself and take care of each other, man. Just really, you never really know. I think that's why I get so frustrated when people just get so short with people. And like I said, even the fact that like, I'm in here whispering now just because sometimes I feel like my sheer existence frustrates certain people and causes certain people to lash out and curse and slam doors and stuff. And I just don't get it, man. It's just like I said, just like, you know, I deal with people. I've seen it happen at work where, somebody can come in and all of a sudden start to not feel good. We have to call 911. Um, Luckily, I don't think we've ever lost anybody at this job, but yeah, I remember my last job working at the restaurant. Two guys came in for lunch. They were sitting down, hanging out, having a good time. And then the next thing you know, this guy's like, "Hey, what's the address here?" He's like picking up the menus off the table and like on his cell phone. Like, you know, we give him the address and he repeats it on the phone, and we're like, "What's going on?" And his poor friend is having a damn stroke right there in the restaurant, middle of the day. Like literally, like come over, get their drinks, give them a minute, get their order, put their order in, and then his friend just has a stroke right there at the table. Paramedics come in, rush him to the hospital. His friend comes back that evening, or no, calls that evening, because his buddy left his wallet. He said, I'm going to come by and get his wallet. He's in the hospital. I'm going to come by and get it tomorrow. He came by the next day to get the wallet. And we asked him, like, hey, how's your friend? Is everything okay? He said, no, he didn't make it through the night. Just freaking, it's just so crazy. So freaking crazy. So I said, like, so why waste your time, man? Why waste your time getting frustrated? Why waste your time getting pissed off, yelling, screaming? You know? Like some people get upset with like little kids because they're loud and noisy. It's like, yeah, they're loud and noisy, but just let them be kids, just like once in a while. Let people be people. So I try not to get so frustrated. Like I said, with my mom, and it's hard, you know, living with people. It's hard not to get frustrated with them. I understand, living in close quarters and all that, you know. And sometimes I feel like, you know, just as much as I'm sure they get frustrated, I feel like I'm living with like two teenagers from time to time. But so I try not to like, you know, get so frustrated with her. And it's hard not to because, like I said, you don't know. Um, since I try to make the time just kind of hang out, like even tonight, just like hanging out, watching some TV. Last night we watched some Spider-Man. Got the new Spider-Man trailer, which looks freaking amazing. I actually can't wait for that. It's like one of the first Marvel movies I've been excited for in quite a few years to this level. Um, so we watched some Spider-Man movies the other night. Tonight we watched some Friends. You know, made some chicken, had dinner and stuff like that. So it's like I said, that's important. Like those are the things you want to do. You want to try to make time. You know, cook for your loved ones. Make time to hang out with them. Spend some time with them. 'Cause, you know, the yelling, the nagging, huffing and the puffing just ain't worth it, man. You just like I said, you just never know. Oh, a coworker just lost her mom. I knew there was something else. I was like, God, it's like I just feel like there was somebody else too. It's just like just people are just like they're just going through it right now, you know. Um, which is again, like I think last you just feel, you know, like I said, fortunate. Even today, like I was talking about, like all these, you know, staff leaving me notes and bringing me gifts. I came in today just to go over a few things and check a few things out. And I go in my office and I given some guy like a protein meal bar kind of thing as a metrics. I'll go ahead and drop a name on that. Metrics bars. I love those. But I gave him one of those just to kind of help him out. He wasn't feeling good, starting to feel a little lightheaded. And he really was really thankful. So he brought me a box of them and left me a little note, like just saying thank you and really appreciate it. It's just, you know, it's just crazy, man. Things just don't stop. I gotta post that. Actually, I want to post that. I should definitely post that. Um, but again, like I said, just why I think I just feel like I'm so fortunate. Like I said, so many people are going through so many hard times, and I just know that like you know when those hard times hit, luckily I'll have some strong people in my corner and some people I can go to as well. Um, but yeah, just really I really feel bad. You know, it's like I said for my friend, my family, my coworker, all of them. Just and like I said, then you got in the media as well with the Buffy actor Nicholas Brendan and Chuck Norris. It's been a it's been an up and down kind of week for sure. I don't know if I have any like I don't think I have any like favorite Chuck Norris movies or anything. I feel like they all kind of run together in my head, like Delta Force and like I don't know, even the one was it like Sidekicks. Just all runs together as like one character for me. Like I can't I can't tell where one movie ends and one movie begins with that. That's just yeah. That's it's just it is sad. It is truly sad. Well, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. I think I said like I'm gonna try to touch base with you guys tomorrow, just because I am off. But I wanted to try to squeeze this in here just in case. I didn't have time to get in here later and just, kind of get you up to date on just about everything that's going on right now. Any rate, hope you guys, you know, have had a great week. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed the week coming up. Um, hope you've enjoyed March. April is just right around the corner. And we got vacations coming up and summertime. And I wonder if I'm gonna go. I wonder if I'm gonna go to the mountains this summer. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. Pretty curious. Pretty curious about that. Anyway, let me know what you guys, if you have any plans, anything going on. We got Easter. Be here just before you know it. Um, so let me know what you guys have going on. If you have any plans yourself for spring break. Got any vacations coming up. Let me know what you think of the new Spider-Man movie. Throw a little love down there for my friends, my family. A little shout out to Joyce. Shout out to all of you guys. Appreciate you hanging out. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Later, guys.